all, just coming on to share with you one of my recent purchases. This has nothing to do with Stampin' Up, as you can see. I just wanted to share with you because I done my research, well I tried to before I purchased it, and there wasn't really much out there. Excuse me, I've still got this cough. So I thought, well, I'll do a couple of videos using it, because this year everything, and I mean everything, is going to be about foil. Whether you're a card maker, a box maker, whatever, there's going to be foil somewhere. So this is the foil press I decided to go with. I did purchase one of the other ones, and I'll just show you that's the one that I did purchase to begin with, and I sent it back. Didn't like it, couldn't get on with it, hated it. Right, so this you can use with your Gemini Junior. It goes straight in, okay, like that. You're not to get anything above that line, okay? That's why that plate is made to just go up to the tip of that line, okay? And that you can run straight through your Gemini Junior. Now, if you have the normal, the big Gemini, you do have to buy this adapter plate. And you see how it's got the side bits on? That's because on the Gemini Junior, your two little knob things, sorry, that this touches as it goes through, your safety features, that's what they are. They're like little feet, and this touches them to let them know it's all right to pass it. It's in case any of the kids, you know, stick their hands in and what, it won't work. Now this one, because the big Gemini, it has wider ports that it has to touch. They come up with this carbon fibre plate to use with your big Gemini. Unfortunately, I can't show you my big Gemini at the minute because it's elsewhere. But that's only, I think it was £10 to get that one. So it comes with your carbon fibre plate, okay? This is heat resistant, it won't bend at all, even going through your machine, it won't bend. And this is your hot plate. Now, the hot plate, I want to show you, is the full length. Okay, you haven't just got like on the Todo one that I have, that I hate as well. You haven't just got like a little square, it goes the full length of the plate. Okay. You will also get in your box a metal shim. Where's mine? This metal shim. Okay. You will also get a rubber mat, which I've not brought in with me. I've only brought me magnet one in. So you will also get a rubber mat, okay? Now, you will also get these. Now, people who I were watching were thinking, oh, they must be feet of some sort or whatever. They're not. They're for you to put your fingers in. I've got that one the wrong way around. To grab hold of the plate. Let me show you. Because if you are doing the multimedia stuff, you will need something to protect your hands, okay, because you use the medium and high temperature. If you're like me, on the low temperature, my hands can take it because they've spent years of getting burnt and whatnot with bleach or with me hot glue gun or whatever. To be honest, in so many of my fingers, I don't have feeling anyway, so... You will also get a roll of foil, okay? You will also get, to get you started, I've got loads of bits and pieces over here. a set of the foil stamps. Now these ones just foil the stamp, they don't cut out, they only foil. Okay. You will also get in your pack these ones, and you'll notice they're a darker colour. Oops. That's because they stamp the impression, okay, and they also cut out. You'll notice that little icon there. That tells you that they stamp and cut, okay. Also in your pack you will get a pair of magnetic tweezers, okay, and how you use these is you pick up like that, and then when you want to drop your stuff you open them, okay. You will also get your instruction manual, and you will also get a, hang on, silicone mat to put your hot stamps on, okay. So that's what you will get in your box when it arrives, and I've since purchased a load more to keep me going. So we'll get started. This is the instruction manual. Now it's the first page. No, it's not. Tell a lie. It's the third page. Where am I? Yes, it is. It's on the back of the first page, okay. That's what you get in your box. It shows you all that, and then this will become your Bible. Okay. Always have it handy when you're using your foil machine, okay. Now you can get multi-surface foil rolls, okay. At the moment I only have the paper foils, but you can get multi-surface ones, but I'll show you something in a minute. So I'm gonna switch this on, switch me Junior on. To switch it on you have a switch here that you're gonna press, and you're gonna hear the bleep. Okay, that tells you that the machine is on. This is what I love about this machine. You also have a button there that you need to press, okay, and that will come up, okay. And then your bottom light on the cool, the low setting, will be red. As soon as that turns green, it's fine to use. So you have low, medium and high, okay, for all your different mediums. You have minutes and you have seconds. You have a start button and a reset button. I'm sorry, this is going to be a bit of a longer video than what I would normally do, because I do want to show you. I get commissioned wedding invites and stuff like that, and this has been my lifesaver. So to start off with, I'm going to show you quite a few of the things that I've been able to do that I haven't seen on anyone else's videos that I've watched. And to be honest, there's only one that I've found, and she's an American lady. Okay, this was similar to a card I made for my friend, and that's using the 3D embossing folder. Now when you use an embossing folder through this machine system, once you've heated your stuff up, there's some of the waste I've got. Once you've heated, you take your embossing folder, you lay your foil on the negative side of your embossing folder. So not the side that pushes in, but the other side, that the negative side, okay. And then once it's heated up to the right temperature, to the temperature it states in the book, you transfer it to your cutting plates before you put it through the die cutting machine. Because Now I'm only saying this because if you have that base plate, you have your embossing folder and you have this top plate, it'll get stuck, okay? And I don't want you to ruin this machine or ruin your die cutting machine. So just don't do it, just swap your plates over as you would for an embossing folder for your die cutting machine, okay? You won't get a full print, for want of a better word. It will be distressed looking. Now I love that because I love shabby chic and vintage and what have you, so that doesn't bother me. So you will always get a distressed look, okay? So that's one of the cards I've made. Now this is using one of my normal die cuts. You can just see it there. Now instead of cutting it out, I just foil pressed it, okay? You'll all know this foil die cut. Okay, that's one of my Stampin' Up ones. And I just die cut the whole thing out and then foiled it. Okay, you can also foil on acetate. Okay, that's just telling me that it's heated to the right temperature. Again, you can foil your die cuts. I'm just going to whiz through these. These are more die cuts that I've cut out. There's a normal trellis die that I had. Happy birthday. Note of thanks. Love hearts. Now, if you do get over foiling like this, if you take a sand eraser, that will just come off. It will just thingy it off and it won't damage your paper. Okay, but we don't want over foiling. We want nice, clean cut foiling. You can also foil on ribbon, satin ribbon. That just says happy birthday. You can also foil on your cotton fabric, and these are just some of the embossing folders that I done just to show you that you won't always get a crisp, clean finish. It will always be distressed looking. Okay, so now that I've gone through all that, I'm going to do a couple of little demos for you. Another thing I wanted to mention as well, there are so many foils out there at the minute that it's going to make your head spin. Let me just bring this box in. Or maybe not. Because I'm dropping everything. Right, let me see. These are my Gemini foils, okay? And that gold one is what come in my box. Okay, then you can get the them ones. Okay, and I've also bought loads of foils off a lady who runs a Facebook group. Okay, I've got a big box of them down here. And she is Hot Foils for Crafters. She is Di, and her name is Di Everett. If you look for her on Facebook, this is her eBay shop. And ask her to add you to the group because it is a closed group. Okay, and they're brilliant. Their foils are absolutely brilliant. Right, so our foil machine, what are we going to do first? Where's me? Okay, I'm going to do the back of this cotton bag. Okay, and I'm going to choose, let me see. I'm going to choose this lovely swirl. If I can get it out the packaging. Oh dear Lord. Right, so this is only a foil stamp. It doesn't cut out, it's just a foil stamp. And I'm going to place that on there. Okay. Now it's on low. Let me just bring it down a bit. Don't know whether you can just see that light there. It's on low. And I'm going to put in, because I'm printing on cotton. Now normally you would have to use the multi-surface foil rolls, but I'm just using their roll, okay, the normal papercraft roll. So it says satin ribbon, cotton fabric, low 30. Okay, so we're going to go can't even see. Right, there's 30 seconds on my clock. You can just make that out. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put nothing on it. I'm going to take my foil and my scissors. I'm going to cut my foil. Actually, I can start that countdown now. And it will beep again when the 30 seconds are up. So I've just cut a piece of foil. I'm going to take some of that excess off. Hope I've cut it thick enough. Let me see. Yeah, be grand. Okay, so that's counting down. We've got 1 second. That's the beep to tell me that it's hot enough. So then what I'm going to do is put my foil pretty side down. See the gold side? That goes down over your stamp. And I'm going to put in my little cotton fabric bag. Okay. Now at this point, if you have very sensitive hands, you would want to use your little grippers. Okay. As I say, I have asbestos hands, so I don't need them. Okay, so I'm going to take that die off. Okay, there's our foil, there's our bag. And there's our image, our swirl. And that is just using their normal foil. It's not the multimedia foil, it's just the paper foil. Okay, so you can see that's a nice crisp image. Don't throw away the waste because you can use that as well. Right, I also want to show you on ribbon, satin ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to take a smallish die. We'll take this. Should we have the butterfly or the happy birthday? We'll use the butterfly this time, I think. Okay, and I'm going to use this little tiny bit of foil. In fact, I'm going to cut it in half because us crafters, we're frugal. Okay, no, I don't want to put that on yet, sorry. Okay, that was just a bleep telling me that it had cooled down too much. So it's going to heat the plate up again. How many minutes are we on? 20. Okay, it's heated the plate up, so I'm going to press start for my 30 seconds. I'm going to cut a bit of this ribbon actually, because I don't want the whole, you can have the whole thing going through, but I'll just cut a bit off. And I do have my junior to that side of me. Okay, that's telling me it's hot now, hot enough. So I'll put my foil on. Get my ribbon. Put my ribbon over the top. Put my plate on. And we'll run it through. While it's not in use, you don't have to keep plugging it back in. Okay, so there's our foil, there's our die, there's our foil. Nice, clean, crisp image on your ribbons. So if you have alphabet dies, you could personalise your ribbons, personalise your cardstock, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this die. Where's my tweezers gone? There. One that I have been using on invitations is this lovely one. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. Push my board back in. It's telling me it's at the right temperature because the light's green. I'm going to press, we're going to use paper, so I'm going to minus. Now your Bible tells you for paper, 10 seconds, okay? And it does if you're using paper, but I'm going to be using cardstock, wherever I put it. What have I done with my cardstock that I brought in? Oh, Mel, you're a klutz. Okay, I'm going to use a piece of this card. This is our seafoam. I'm just cutting it down with my scissors. Okay, and I'm going to get some, we'll go with the Gemini Foil Press, and this is called Disco Ball. Okay, I can start that countdown now. Cut off my foils. Now on each one of these foils it is almost 6 inches long, by 15 feet long. Okay, so you know you're not gonna run out of it for a decent amount of time. Okay, so that's counted down, my 15. Again, there's my pretty side. You put that down first, okay? Then you take your piece of card and you put that down. This might not be straight, but I'll be cutting it out anyway. So then you take your whole thing, your whole unit, and run it through the junior. Now sometimes when you're using cardstock, sometimes you might have to put a little paper shim in. Okay. So I'm just going to turn it over. Yeah, I think this is done. Okay, so this is one of my stamp. And there we go. Okay, and what I was saying is, see the waist where it's got the design on? You can always cut around that, take off most of the excess, or if you don't mind, just run it through on your paper and then cut it out on one of your other machines. Like me, like on my Scan and Cut or me Silhouette. So that is absolutely gorgeous. So I just wanted to share that with you. That was a couple of quick demos. So yeah, I have been playing around. As I say, I did have the other machine, hated it with a passion, because it just had it on and off and two lights, red and green, and I hated it. So there is a couple of examples for you, and I've used all different cardstock. I've used the foils that I got off Die, which are these two. I've got more off a light, but they're the ones I got off Die, and these are the Gemini foils. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. If you are, if you do make wedding invitations, stationery, if you personalise things or anything like that, well worth the money, well worth investing in, especially if you do already have the Gemini, because as I say, you just need to buy separate the other plate, the extender plate, which is this one, and it's carbon fibre. It won't get hot, it won't bend, it won't crack. So yeah, you will just have to buy this separate. And you can also buy now all the plates, extra plates. You can also buy the extra base bit, you know, your heat up bit. You can buy extra ones then. They don't cost very much. And yeah, I am absolutely over the moon with this. As I say, I did have the other one, hated it, and sent it straight back. I just couldn't get on with it. So when you come to turning it off, you just press the off button and the off button on the side, and that will cool down, no problem. As I say, always, if you have sensitive fingers, you use that to lift your plate with. What else can I tell you about it? That's it, basically. You can get the multimedia foils, and they do leather, fabric, cork, wood, you name it, but I reckon their foils are really, really brilliant. They're better than the other foils that I got with the other machine that I sent back. Far more superior. How you know the difference between the foil press, the paper foils and the hot foils, the multimedia foils, is it either tells you on the front, or the multimedia ones are pink and these are purple. Okay, so that's how you know they're for paper. Also, the roll inside the paper ones is white or cream. The roll inside the multimedia ones is craft card. So there's another telltale for you. So yeah, well worth the money, well worth investing in. As I say, if you do a lot of cards and everything this year, the latest trend is going to be foiled. So yeah. So if you want, if you have any more questions, if you do want me to do more demonstrations, please leave a message down below, and I promise I will do more demonstrations for you. But I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope I've inspired you to give it a go yourself. And also to go and, what have I done with her card? Do you know? I'd lose my head if it wasn't blimmin' screwed on. If you go and source Di Everett on Facebook, and she will add you to the foil where you can buy your foils, hot foils from, at a lot cheaper price. Not that they're expensive anyway. The Gemini ones are $3.99. The couture ones are, the Go Press ones are $2.99. But you can buy these ones by the metre or by the yard. Okay, so there you go, ladies and gents. That's what I've been getting up to while I've been at MIA yesterday and I think the day before. So take care of each other. As I say, if you want to know anything else, leave a message down below. This has not been sponsored by anybody. I bought these machines myself and I have took it upon myself to do these videos. So, you know, before anybody jumps on the bandwagon, no, I wasn't given it free. I purchased it myself as an early birthday present. And I just wanted to show you because, like I say, I think it's a far better machine than what's out there. So you make your own mind up. And take care, and I shall speak to you all soon. Bye.